Welcome back to Mason High School. 1-0 is the score as the Comets lead the Aviators, the only two undefeated teams in the GMC currently, and Mason's on attack again. It's Lauren Stone in the corner, trying to work her way around the defender. Nice pass inside, and 2-0 goes the Comets.
That's a really good look by the Comets once again, and so far it's been the sophomores for the Comets. Lila Galinsky with that first goal, and now Ava Mahoney, another young sophomore for the Comets, getting in on the scoring action in a fantastic start. Already 2 goals within the first 4 minutes of game time.
You know, it's really all around for the Comets. We talked about the attack a little bit earlier. That's one of their strong suits. But the defense, couple possessions we've seen have been strong for the Comets as well. Erica Ellers stepping in at starting goalie. She hasn't been there much this season, and she's done a fantastic job. Already 2 saves on the day. What more could you ask for all around? Just hope they keep this going.
And watching the Comets in warm-ups, one of the things they like to do, they're going to put a lot of pressure on you throughout this game.
Allie Minnick wins a draw there, immediately gets fouled. And that's going to be another big thing for the Comets is, can they win those draw controls? They lead the GMC in that. Comets on attack again. That's Crew. Over to Stone in the corner.
And Comets taking their time. They've established a lead early and no rush.
No rush at all. They're going to hold out. Try to maybe set something up, maybe set a play up. See if they can make it 3-0 early. Megan Carroll there dancing with her defender. Inside to Stone. Stone a few defenders, just a little high on that. Comets were able to save it though. Good in the corner now to Connors. There's going to be a whistle on the play. You also gotta love the energy for the Comets out here. All the fans, you know, their bench is one of the most energized sports we've seen here at Mason High School. The whole atmosphere of Mason Girls Lacrosse has just been spectacular from what we've seen.
And rightfully so, the Comets off to a fantastic start to the season.
Connors already. Connors inside tried to go low, couldn't get it done.
As we said, 3 wins for the Comets already, coming off a dominant performance against Lakota West, a 20-6 victory at the Firebirds' home field.
Sydney Minnick for the Comets, 3-0 early, 10 minutes of play. 3-0 Mason. And all 3 goals have been scored by 3 different girls for the Comets. You love to see the versatility they have and the balance to get it done.
Yeah, no senior scorers yet for the Comets, but their underclassmen are really taking over early, already establishing a 3-0 lead. And of course, Sycamore comes into this game with a lot of momentum as well, a 20-3 victory over GMC rival Fairfield. They dropped their first game of the season against Loveland 13-9 at Loveland's home field.
You know, a more offensive team like the Comets, Sycamore's going to be the opposite. They give up 8 They only give up 8 goals per game and average about 14.5 themselves, as they're going to win the draw here. Aves on the attack, immediately going to the corner. Defense from the Comets haven't had a lot of opportunities. Mason's really controlled the possession so far today.
Yeah, Sycamore's really got to get the momentum going back in their favor. Look for Josie Allen to take this game into her hands.
Inside, a screen from Sycamore. And it might be an illegal screen. No, they're going to call that on the defense. Eller's ready to take this one. And just sneaks it in. That's going to be Sycamore's first goal of the game. Shep is over for the Comets.
That's a really nice job by the senior Allie Flagey there, a midi for this Aviator team, taking advantage of the opportunity that the Comets defense afforded her and getting them on the board. In sports, it's all about momentum, the way you control it and the way you are able to get it back in your favor, and Sycamore taking steps towards getting it back in their favor with that goal right there.
I mean, momentum starts in cross. Momentum all starts from those draws, those face-offs. And Mason's won majority so far, but Sycamore got that last one. You got to control possession. You got to control time of possession. And Comets can't let that slip away from them. About 11 minutes into the game.
Josie Allen in the middle for Sycamore, looking to control possession.
I'm just going to give that one of the Comets in transition now. Finds Crew inside, but that one's no good. Good defense from Sycamore. Mason control possession once again. Lauren Stone now in the X. Once again, we're seeing no rush and really no pressure from Sycamore as well. They know it's early in the game. They don't want to panic at this 2-goal deficit. A nice takeaway there. And Sycamore is going to take their first time out of the game. Sycamore coach not happy with either the ref or their players, maybe a little bit of both. And that's something that gives Mason a lot of momentum. You see the other team frustrated.
Well, you got to think for the Aviators, they've seen this kind of treacherous start to this game, getting down 3-0 early. You got to think that their head coach is looking to motivate them and dig them out of this hole, as the Comets are going to talk it over after giving up that goal. And you saw Sycamore on that last play there kind of ramping up the defensive pressure a little bit and forcing Megan Carroll that ball out of her stick there.
We're going to take a look now at the GMC standings. Mason and Sycamore tied at the top. There's only been 2 total games played so far. And those are the ones we've talked about. Mason taking down Lakota West, Sycamore on top of Fairfield. You know, it's only 2 games in, but this is what you would kind of expect to be the top 2 the whole year long. And that's why this game is one of the biggest of the year, even though it's one of the first ones in the GMC.
And that's absolutely correct. And there's only been 1 season of girls lacrosse in the history of the GMC, and Sycamore took that championship in the 2019 season. And of course, the early returns certainly point to these 2 teams being at the top of it, especially with all the experience. And then even for the Comets, some of their younger players stepping up and filling those holes that some of the graduating upperclassmen left.
Yeah, Mason's got 3 commits on their team. 1 for Sycamore. Mason players. Josie Young for Sycamore is going to Stetson, and for the Comets, Ellie Samini going to Indianapolis. Megan Carroll to Hofstra, one of the best lacrosse schools in the country for girls, and Sydney Minnick heading to Eastern Michigan. So, you got a lot of talent for Mason. You got a few other players that could go play college, but are deciding not to. Sycamore in transition, though. Mason not doing the best job picking up.
And the Comets are really pressuring all the way out to the edges of the field, something we haven't seen from Sycamore. They've pretty much let the Comets do whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, 2 polar opposite defensive approaches we've seen so far. Good double team from the Comets, not letting her get in. They're going to call that one, though.
That was Flagy again, trying to get in.
And that's going to be a yellow card. And you see a lot of times in lacrosse, no matter if it's intentional or not, when you see that contact to the head, that's almost always going to yield an automatic yellow card, and that's what's going to happen for the Comets.
Just an unfortunate play there by Young, and Flagy's got another opportunity here to take advantage of that penalty. Her first goal coming off a situation similar to this. A good play there by Eller.
Sycamore with possession once again. We're going to see another foul. We haven't seen the most clean play so far, about 13 minutes into the game. And Eller, not quick enough for that. Sycamore cuts the deficit to 1. Simon's going to be the goal scorer for the Aves. And this is a whole different ball game now. Mason had all the momentum at the start, and Sycamore is just eating away. 1 goal away from tying this one.
Yeah, now the young players from the Aviators getting in on the act. Lainey Simon's only a sophomore. She's a midi for the Aviators. Cuts this lead down to just 1. It's certainly been a tale of spurts in this game. Comets, a quick strike, 3 goals within the first 5 minutes, and Sycamore has responded pretty much right away.
Sycamore wins control again. Comets with a little less pressure. Clearbauer's going to step back. Almost hits the ref on that pass. Nice crossover inside, but the defense. We might see another card.
We'll see what the call is here, but look to be on Ashlyn Lockhart there, the junior. It's going to be Josie Allen, Sycamore's leading goal scorer.
She's the one that's committed to Stetson down in Florida. Great place to be. Going to college in Florida. Sycamore on the X now. Sycamore not able to control it.
A little mishandling there,
get it
but
back there.
A little bit of a bailout penalty there from the Comets as Josie Allen's going to take possession again.
Picked up by Sycamore. Sycamore's winning a lot of these 50-50 balls.
That was a good job there by Corinne Baker to chase that one down. It seemed like the Comets have been a little sloppier on defense since the start of the game. They were able to force some of those turnovers.
Great play by Eller. And she's been huge for the Comets so far. They're going to chase it down, and Mason finally controls it.
And that's a good job by the senior Jenna Harris, the defender for the Comets, getting that ball to Eller. Let's see if they're able to clear it here.
And we talk about those Mason talents and a lot of their stats leading the GMC. Megan Carroll on the attack, 8 goals so far this season. Lauren Stone with 7. That's only through the first 2 games. Those stats were not updated from last game. Sarah Groves, who's not playing right now, with 26 saves in just those first 2 games. And Minnick on the defense and in the midfield. And Mason gets that lead back to 2. Lauren Stone once again. So we're about halfway through this first half. Comets playing better defense than they would have hoped so far, or anyone would have expected.
It's certainly been a bit of a back and forth game in the sense that the team has scored in bunches and then the other team seems to respond in a similar way. That's Stone's 9th goal in the season now. She now takes sole possession of 2nd place on the Comets team and 2nd place in the GMC with goals scored.
I mean, it's so hard to guard Mason's attack with Lauren Stone, Megan Carroll, Galinsky.
And it's really led by those 3, just like you said, Ben. Galinsky, Stone, and Carroll, both with the only 3 players on this team above 5 goals on the season. And they've offensively been the answer for the Comets in all 3 games they've played.
Sammy Connors on the draw. We'll see if she can win her 2nd of the game. Fought for by Allen, Josie Allen, Sycamore's side. Sycamore's going to control it once again.